What's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? What's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? What's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? Mike. Mike. All right, I think this is working. All right, let me get everything set up here, guys. I am going live for my first trading day. All right, guys. What's going on, everybody? Good to have you guys in. Good to have you guys on. Runners today were BRPA. We had Mara, Riot. What else do we have? We had IG. And what's another runner? Let's do... Is there any other runner out there? Let's see... It was kind of a... Let's do QS, why not? Today was kind of a boring day. Wasn't really a crazy day out there, just kind of... To me, it was pretty boring. But, you know, we got the new brokerage, which is good to go. That's good to go. Alright, put that out there. Alright, now I'm going to go live on TikTok. Alright, guys. Do I sound different today, guys? Did I sound any different today? Alright, we're live. Alright, I'm gonna go. Alright, cool. Is it clear? Is it less clear? Let me know. Be honest, though. I want to know if you guys like this better or worse, because I still have my other headset. I just want you guys to know. I just want you guys to tell me the honest truth, if this is better or the other one was better. Can you guys hear me with this mic better or the other mic better? Because I still have my headset that I can use. I just want to know which one is a little bit clearer. So far, we got one vote for the other one. Okay, so I just want you guys to do another test check. So do you guys like this mic better, or do you guys like the other microphone better? So I got one this one and one the other one. So right now it's tied. This mic, we got two this mics. Okay, we got two this mics. I like this one, but the other one sounded better. Okay, it's good now. This. Okay, this. So that's 5. This mic, the new mic. Okay, cool. We got a lot of new mics that people are liking here. This. Okay, this. So that's 5. This mic, the new mic. The other one was louder, yeah. Well, it's because it was right up to my face. I mean, I can do this, and then I'm sure it's really loud, but I'm sure you guys would want to listen to this all day. Yeah, I decided to make the upgrade to get a mic that's off my ears. Number one, just because, you know, it gets on the ears and can cause acne, and it's just not good. But on top of that, it's better to have, you know, this, because I can then kind of project better. What's nice is I have 3 monitors, so it kind of projects off these screens nicely too. But all right, guys, so good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon like for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, guys. So today, guys, today was definitely a slower day, and as you guys can see, I got a new brokerage, so that's awesome. I wanted to share that with you guys. You know, that's really, really cool that I was able to get this done. You know, I've been waiting to do this for a while now, and honestly, it feels good to get this brokerage up and running. You know, the plan was honestly, I was planning on getting this brokerage in the new year, like without any question. In 2021, once I finished the 1K to 5 mil, I was gonna switch to this brokerage in the new year, because this brokerage has a lot of capabilities that E-Trade simply doesn't. But, you know, so yeah, I wanted you guys to know that. And today's day 254. Let's see what else. So 1221 or 1220. What's today? 1222, right? No, 1221. Okay, and then 10.6K. Cool. Save that. Now I got to save the picture. Yeah. So as you guys know, you know, a lot of you guys have been asking me, you know, why did you get kicked off E-Trade and why did you get kicked off Thinkorswim? Reality is they're never going to tell me. You know, at the end of the day, I truly will probably never find out. Maybe someday in the future I'll come back, but I got kicked off their platforms now. The realistic thing though is that, you know, it's for the better. Whether it be because I pull money every day, like I pull like anywhere from $30 to $50 to $70,000 a day. I don't know if that doesn't look good, or whether it be, you know, I'm churning a lot of their margin every day. I'm probably trading, I don't know, $3, $4, $5 million of their margin every day, and maybe they think that I'm too high risk. Maybe, you know, they have traders that are trying to trade against me, and they're just not able to cover fast enough, and they're losing money when they have me on their platform. And brokerages do that. So I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But here's the thing. I've reached out to both of them, and I said, hey, please give me a fair shot. I want to know what I'm doing wrong, so that in the future I don't do that, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. If there is anything that I'm doing wrong, please evaluate my account more seriously, and don't just flag my account and throw me out because you can, because you're worth 9, 10 billion or 20 billion or 5 billion in accounts, whatever the case, maybe more. Please just evaluate it. And I've called Thinkorswim 5 times. I never got an answer. I called E-Trade 3 times, and they said they'll send me a letter in the mail, but the letter doesn't explain anything. So at the end of the day, I'm just looking for an explanation. You know, just give me a straightforward explanation so I don't do it again. That's all I ask for. But for whatever the reason, they don't give me any explanation, and it's frustrating. But I will honestly say I'm glad that I'm off those platforms, because Trade Zero is way better. I've been on their platform now. This is my 2nd day. Their platform is night and day. Execution's way faster. I can short a ton on this brokerage. I'm trying not to short until I get past the $5 million mark, because I want to try and do the 1K to 5 million without shorting too much. But, you know, I'm going to start probably shorting a little bit with this account as I get more and more experience. And the reality is I know how charts pan out. I know, you know, what short looks good and what doesn't look good. I already have that over the years, and I do short a little bit, not a ton. But this brokerage is probably one of the best in terms of looking for shorts and locating shorts. But, you know, we're moving on. We're moving forward. And, you know, $10,600 today. Where is that? So definitely excited about that. My inherited IRA, guys, is doing extremely well this year. My longer-term portfolio is doing extremely well. And then like you guys can see here. So I made a trade here on GLSI. And I started to like GLSI today because this was one of my watches going into today, was I wanted to see a little bit more of a sell-off, and then my goal was to buy this for a breakout, potentially go red-green. Now, we started to get this red-green breakout, and I was about up $55,000 up here on this trade. I'm actually in this one in my inherited IRA because I really do like this one for potentially a multi-month, multi-year swing. The reality is, guys, this company, it looks like this is GLSI might be SSR. That's what it looks like. I think that's what that means. I'm still getting used to this brokerage, but the reality is, guys, GLSI, the news that they have is, hell yeah, Cam, what stocks are you looking for? They don't, people winning. Shannon, what's going on? What's going on, more? What's going on, Raphael? What's going on, Tom Wood? Make sure to join us on YouTube, Cam the Man, YouTube, Cam the Man. But the reality is, guys, the news on this company is pretty incredible. I don't think people really understand how crazy the news is here. Okay, one of the biggest types of cancer, as far as I know, is breast cancer. Now, and I know a lot of people who've actually, not just had it, but, at the end of the day, either have had it, or I know people that have had it, or friends of friends who've had it. Breast cancer is a very, very, I wouldn't say common thing, but it's one of those things where they definitely have a lot of awareness for breast cancer. Now, this company, was fantastic news, and I have no problem supporting a company that creates, finding the breast cancer potentially cure. I mean, they're on their way. GLSI, guys, is a company that has you're going to hear this right, and you guys can go look at the PR if you want, 100% non-reoccurrent breast cancer happening again, right? So that means if I get breast cancer, right, and then if you take their medication or whatever it is, I haven't really even researched a whole lot about it yet. I probably will here. But if you take their medication or their immunotherapy or whatever it is that they offer, you will not get it again 100% of the time. I can't believe, even with the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines, they're 90 to 95% success rate. This is a 100% success rate on breast cancer. Now, it doesn't, so far, it sounds like it doesn't, doesn't create it so you don't ever get it. But I think they're well on their way. If it's non-reoccurrent, I feel like you're getting closer and closer to figuring out a way to make sure that people don't get breast cancer ever. That to me, and that's my opinion. I don't know. I'm never 100% right. But this company, to me, that kind of news to me is insane. I mean, that's like once a year. I mean, I don't know. You don't hear that kind of news for cancer. You don't hear 100% success rate with any type of cancer. I've never heard that for cancer, right? You never hear the words cancer and 100%, ever. And in my life, I've never heard that. Now, when it's breast cancer, that's a huge section of cancer. And not only does that open up doors for potentially this company creating, more opportunities to maybe 10, 20, 30, 5, 3, 2, 1 years from now. Who the hell? I don't really know. But they're opening doors that other companies aren't. That's all I can say. And that is a significant piece for them. Now, this thing could go to $20, it could go to $30, it could go to $35, it could go to $15. I have no idea where the stock's going from here. All I can say is that to me, and maybe to you guys, maybe not, the news seems good on that stock. So I tried to play today for a red-green and potentially get a 40 to 45 breakout. I wanted one more new high. I wanted one more new high over this 41.50, maybe get to 42.50, 43, and I was going to start scaling out most of my position. Now, we never got it, and I started to notice the tape looked pretty weak, and I sold off right before the close. I actually added a little bit in my inherited IRA down in here, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if this thing starts to break under 34, then maybe we get down to 31 and 30. I don't know. I'd like to see this area of support hang around. I'd like to see this thing start to uptrend and maybe get to 50, 55, 60. Who the hell knows? But I ended up making, I think, $16,000 on that one because I was really, really confident. I took a lot of size on this, trying to take dips throughout. But once we got to here, when we didn't break out, it looked kind of ugly. We were kind of building higher lows, and then it looked kind of ugly, like I said. And I just didn't like the way the tape in level 2 was lining up, and ended up locking it up. Luckily, because I would have basically even lost on the day. Other positions today, guys, was SNDL. SNDL, guys, and of course, probably, this one, I really wanted to overnight this one into the close of my inherited IRA. I didn't really want to do it in this account. Now, of course, it's up right now. I was in this one. I was looking to get long this one actually in just my normal account, but I was in this one as well in my inherited IRA. Ended up stopping out like right up in here somewhere. I really wanted to see this thing get above 60 cents and start revving, but we didn't. But keep an eye on SNDL. That's going forward. Close positions. Oh yeah. TANH. This is one that, you know, I started to long out of the gates. I was looking. Let's look at the 1 minute, guys. This is really kind of. I don't know why. Well, the charts aren't. The one thing I will say, I still use Thinkorswim charts. You can see me buying TANH, but eventually I just stopped out because I wanted to build. I wanted to have potential opportunity costs for me. I didn't want to open up my buying power because I really thought GLSI was going to be the big one, and I wanted to open it up for that, but it didn't quite go. So, but we'll see in the next couple of days. We'll see what happens. CCRC, I ended up taking a nice loser on. I was just trying to get a scalp in, but I was in too much size and just got stopped out, like jammed down. Started along, and then you can see here I started along it, and then I kind of stopped out. Let's go to the 1 minute. As always, I try and. How are we doing this here? Can we zoom in? I don't know how this works. Still getting used to all this, guys. I still use Thinkorswim for charting, but I want you guys to see my prints, I guess, on here. So there's that. CCRC basically stopped out. I lost about $8,000 on that name. That was an unfortunate. Getting a little too chasey, and I was kind of chopped out with a little bit too much size, and that's just the name of the game. Let's see. NXTD, guys. NXTD stopped out before this huge sell-off. Didn't like the way it was looking. Yeah, that was it on that one. WB. I really did want to short WBAI. I really did. But I'm not going to start shorting in this. I want to try and finish the end of the account before I start shorting in this. What the heck? What's going on with this thing? I really did like it. Like, I wanted to short the wicks, but I didn't like the volume. And then I wanted to short the wicks. But look at what, I mean, the huge opportunity. You could have sized massively up here. You know, I could have got in. What is that? Like 1 million shares? That's $6 million, and you cover down here. I mean, I don't know. As I get better and as I grow on, you're gonna see me get better and better on that. I definitely have seen the stocks go up and down, so I don't. It's like I know what happens. But guys, I mean, a lot of times you can see here, like, you know, shorting up in here and then covering down in here, plenty of liquidity to cover, and that's like a 30 to 40% winner on solid size. WBA, another like 40% winner, right? So things that I'm always going to be looking for going forward. You know, as long as I size properly, as long as I know my risk, you know, shorting is great, right? Shorting it goes like this, right? You can lose more shorting. Shorting is more dangerous, especially for newer traders, okay? But it also goes like this. Shorting is more obvious. Shorting, you're letting the chart already pan out, and then you're taking advantage of the obvious setups that already has set up, right? With longing, you haven't seen what's going to happen yet. You're doing your best to predict the future. With shorting, you're already seeing the future. Now you can try and project, okay, where's my clear risk off? Where's a clear level, right? And go forward from that. So, you know, with WBAI, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, well, 630s, 660s, and then maybe you stop out above 670, right? And then this thing just, over the next hour, 2 hours, just slowly kind of sells off. It's like a swing trade short. And a lot of, especially in small cap land, a lot of charts end up like this, where they have this huge gap and they get this pump in the morning and then they just sell off the rest of the day. And there is times where it couldn't be any more obvious where, you know, shorting, the shorting a stock is usually always more obvious than longing. The setup is more obvious, meaning, especially in penny stocks and small caps, when you're shorting them, usually they go back down. And that's the thing. It's like a risk reward thing, right? Longing, you can get paid out 1x, 10, 5x, 10x, 15x, 20x. Shorting, the max you can do with shorting is, what is it? If it goes to 0, which is, you know, I don't know, Generally, I'm going to say max you can do with shorting is about 50 to 60% on a stock, okay? That's about max, realistically, right? But the thing is, when you size up and when the setups setups on short, when you have experience, are more obvious than longs, in my opinion, every single time, especially with the small cap world. But it's very dangerous because on the flip side, if you're shorting a stock, you can lose more than 100%. Okay, and that's the dangerous thing, is when you're holding shorts, you can lose more than 100%. You can lose 200, 300. There is no cap. The farther the stock goes up, the more percentage. If you short a stock at 6 and it goes to 100, you're probably down 10x your money. So let's say you're short 500, let's say $5,000, okay, and you got in short at 6 and it goes to, let's say, 12. Now you're down 10 grand, 18, 15 grand, 24. 20 grand. You go on, so on and so forth, right? So, but on the flip side, guys, shorting also is more obvious of a setup. So it's always like, okay, this is like 99.1, right? And you're going to short a stock. Okay, now you're up 40, 50%. But the reason, if you're 99.1, you're usually sized in a lot bigger than you would be long if you're 90.10, right? You always got to weigh that out, right? You always got to weigh what all those things out, okay? But yeah, guys, so today we're up $10.6 thousand. I think Bitcoin's going to make a nice move going into tomorrow. It'd be nice to see Bitcoin at maybe 25K by the morning. We kind of broke down a little bit, but I think this, to me, Bitcoin, guys, is looking really strong. We're now looking at, what is this? The past, since breakout day on December 17th, now we're looking at 5 days in a row of kind of just flagging and consolidation. Now we're kind of looking for a breakout day 6. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so I'm going to put you guys that are in my chat room, click the free link in the description below to join the free chat room. Again, click the free link to join me in the free link below on the free chat room. Those of you guys on TikTok can join me on YouTube. Cam the Man is my YouTube. Those of you guys on TikTok can join me on YouTube. Cam the Man is my YouTube. Yeah, I mean, Erwin, do I track certain setups? Of course I do. I've been tracking for years how certain setups work. And what's up, Marco? I'm not sure if you talked about this, but I mean, IPOC, yeah, I'm watching it. But yeah, guys, that's basically all my trades for the day. GLSI was my big one. Basically gave me the 10.6K in gains. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Nothing is ever for certain. Nothing is ever 100%. Looking to trade smart again tomorrow. And the realistic thing, guys, I was up over 6 figures today between my inherited and my Trade Zero account. But I didn't lock anything up, and then I ended up being only up on the entire day between both accounts. And I say only, but it's all relative. But I was up $18,000 to end the day. So I'm always constantly learning. I'm constantly trying to figure things out. I'm constantly trying to get better. I'm human, just like you guys are. As always, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And as I always say, guys, if I could say it one more time, just maybe subscribe if you want to, but only if you want to. Yeah, we really appreciate that here in NorMagnolTrading.com community. We come on here every day for you guys for free. So, it would mean a lot if you guys gave me a little bit of love on the subscribe button, and appreciate smashing that like button as well, guys. Other than that, guys, I don't have a whole lot else to say. Today's the first day with a new mic. Today's the first day with a Trade Zero account. It's a green day on the. Today's the first day with a Trade Zero account that I'm counting on the challenge. I wanted to give myself one day to at least get acquainted with it. Yeah, I use all my scanners still. I still use Thinkorswim for charting, and yeah, guys. So that's really all I have to say today, guys. Check out the links in the description below if you're interested in my free chat room. Check out all the links in my bio. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Yeah, so hey Cam, I want to ask you something. Can you recommend me a series of videos or tutorials to get started in investing? I just go on YouTube and just keep searching. I have a course that's mainly made for day trading, and it's not quite the investing type of wealth, but it's more of like a faster way of potentially getting wealthy, but it's still, I've never seen anybody who has taken any type of trader that I know who's been profitable within the first 6 months. The fastest I've seen is being profitable after 6 months. Hockey, yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. We will see. Damn, Solo had an offering, and I didn't like that they had an offering, so I got out of it. But came right back. We'll see what happens. I think it might gap down tomorrow, honestly, because of the offering. But at the same time, we'll see. You can never predict any one thing. I just do my best to put the percentages on my side. Are commissions with the new brokerage going to change how you trade penny stock? No. They're free commissions. It's free commissions at Trade Zero. But anything under $1 is a little more expensive, though. And then shorting, if I wanted to borrow something short, it tells you how much it's going to cost for how many shares and things like that. So, no, I didn't start a new account challenge with Trade Zero. I just got kicked off E-Trade. And now, the goal, I was going to start with Trade Zero at the new year or when I hit 5 million. But that's the name of the game. I'm not going to stop trading, though. Every day, I love to get better. Every day I'm trying to be the best trader that I can be. And, I could have waited till the end of the year for tax purposes so I don't have to have another account that my CPS to look at. But I'm not going to stop trading, guys. You can't hold me down. That's all I'm going to say. Trade Zero, I chose them because they're just a great brokerage. I've heard so many good things, and I've heard so many good things from big-time traders, not just, retail. We're all retail, but I'm talking like big traders that I know, trading with 6-7 figure accounts, and they all love this brokerage. So I was like, you know what? If they like it, then I'm going to jump on it. And the executions are faster than any brokerage I've ever had. The short locates are better than any brokerage I've ever seen. Platform, I'm always #1 fan of DOS Trader Pro, but this is pretty similar. And the charts obviously suck, but I use Thinkorswim, so I'm not really worried about that. But in terms of executions, in terms of the platform, in terms of hotkeys and everything like that, best platform I've ever seen. Weeble's right up there too, but guys, this is just a next leg up from Weeble. This has a lot of different factors going on with it, but maybe someday we will be like this. But this is definitely meant for solid traders. Okay, use stock trade. I used to use that a long time ago. They are to me one of the worst brokerages, but I still turned 1,000 into 1 million with them. So, it didn't really matter. So it doesn't really matter. This is a better brokerage in terms of execution prices and things like that, and how fast it goes. All right, guys, that's really all I'm going to say. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below for making new videos. Cheers, team, and go Hawks.